Okay, I've already added, well, actually, okay, so I'm doing an herb butter, and I added a tablespoon of sage, and I'm going to just do 4 tablespoons of garlic powder. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of parsley flakes as well. Alright, so since I didn't let the butter sit at room temperature, I'm just going to let it melt down a little bit, and then I'm just going to rub it over. You know, like I said, this is actually going to be used to season the turkey, the skin on the outside as well as the inside. And that is it. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to melt this and I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm about to add some spices that I'll be using to a bowl. So this is optional, but I like to use the sesame. I'm going to use 2 of those. And then I'm going to do like about a tablespoon of poultry seasoning. Again, optional. Now I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of seasoning salt. You can use whatever, but I have the Morton's. Not for any particular reason, it's just what I have. And then I'm going to do about a tablespoon. No, I'm going to do a teaspoon of black pepper. That's it. No, half a teaspoon. Like I said before, I don't really care. I don't use black pepper. Like, I mean, I don't like really spicy things. So a half a teaspoon. However, if you want your seasoning a little more spicy, you can add more. But for me, that's what it is. So I'm just going to blend this up nicely, and that's what I will use to season the turkey. Now I'm going to take some of that spice that I made, and I also have like a blend of vegetables that I use, and I'm actually going to take and put some of those vegetables inside. So you can use whatever you want. I think I have some celery and some onions and some carrots. I didn't put a lot. And then I'm just going to take some seasonings, and I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning inside the cavity as well. And then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Okay, so now I'm ready to season the turkey inside and out. Now remember the butter, I mean not the butter, well yeah, the butter that I made earlier, the herb butter. Well, I melted it in the microwave and it got a little bit too liquefied, so I put it in the freezer so that it would solidify. And hold on. And that's what it looks like. And I don't care if I get my hands messy or whatever. I'm actually going to get ready to stick that underneath the skin of the turkey as well as on the surface. So I'm going to add it externally as well as internally. Okay, so again, I'm just going to add the butter like internally as of now. So I'm going to take a nice amount and just stick it like underneath the skin as best as I can until it's like uniform, like you know it's nice and even. So I'm still at it. So basically what you're going to do is you'll put it in there, like put like a big glob or whatever, and then just like try to, once you apply it like internally, you'll see it from the surface, and then you'll basically just like spread it out and try to get down as far as you can without tearing the skin. So yeah, your hands gotta get dirty for this one. But I don't mind. That's what soap and water is for. Just getting all in there, you see, without tearing the skin. Use your fingers or some type of dull object. And this will hopefully, it has in the past, but I don't want to jinx myself. But hopefully it'll keep it nice and moist. Okay? And I'll come back and show you my next. What I'm doing now is I'm just taking the remaining herb butter and I'm just rubbing it on the surface of the turkey, and that's pretty much it. I haven't even started my roast yet, but that's okay because that's getting cooked in the crock pot. But yeah, I'm just doing that right now. Just rubbing everything. And before I stop this, so once I'm done rubbing all of this butter and everything all over, I'm actually just going to add the remaining spices on top of the turkey, and I'll show you my last and final step before roasting it. Okay, so I've added the remaining herb butter to the surface area. Now I'm going to add the remaining blend that I have you know, on the outside, and then I may add some spices internally again if it's anything left, but I'm just going to make sure that it's seasoned very well. So again, I'm just adding my spice, just rubbing it right on there. So I'll just keep doing that. Like basically, I'm just gonna I'll season it all over. You know. So it's very well seasoned, and I'm about to come and show you my last and final step. I know I said that before, but I will. So now I'm just gonna add my vegetables to a pan. And yes, I'm using an aluminum pan. I'm not trying to be all like fancy or anything. It just makes for easier cleanup, so that's what I'm using. Same thing for the cakes I made this year. Okay, so I just added, I'm gonna add 2 cups. I'm adding my second cup of water, so I have 2 cups of water. I'm gonna let this roast in a 325-degree oven. This is a 13-pound turkey, so about 4 hours. And for 2 of those hours, I'm actually gonna cover the top part, the breast. And for the remaining 2 hours, I'll let it cook uncovered. So again, I'm going to let this cook for about 4 hours. This is a 13-pound turkey. And for the first half, I'm just going to cover the breast. And for the second half, I'm actually going to let it cook an additional 2 hours uncovered. And now I'm just doing the cake. I said this, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to take a fork and make some whatever. Whatever, I don't know. Just to make it look like something and not plain. So, I'm just doing that. Alright, almost. Okay, so I just took the foil off of the turkey. Remember, I covered the breast, and I'm going to let it cook an additional 2 hours. And that's it. I took it out the oven. I let it cook for 4 hours, 2 hours covered and 2 hours uncovered. I have a lot of broth. I'm going to make a gravy out of that. I use, like I said, an aluminum pan. So I showed how I did the herb butter and seasonings that I use. And that's it. I'm going to let it rest for about 10 minutes or so. And then I'll, like I said, make a gravy. Pepperoni, just took out the oven. Took the peach cobbler out of the oven. I made 2, and I'm waiting for my yams. And I used the can this time. There's nothing wrong with the can, especially when you're pressed for time. That's why I made the video showing, you know, how to give it a nice taste. Anyway, I have cakes. I didn't do any homemade cakes this year. Again, I just used them straight in the box. So whatever, that's what I did. And I'm doing my macaroni right now. Put the macaroni and cheese in the oven. I just sprinkled some mozzarella and sharp cheddar and mild cheddar on top. But I didn't add the mozzarella to the mix. And I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes covered and then 15 minutes uncovered. So not like the way I showed in my easy as 1, 2, 3 macaroni video. Like I said, I like to do things differently. Sometimes I switch it up. And with this one, I actually added like a few tablespoons of sugar. It doesn't sweeten it. It just takes out, I guess, some of the bitterness. So that's like another thing I do. And I added about a teaspoon of seasoning salt. So I'm going to put this in, like I said, 20 minutes covered, 15 minutes uncovered in a 350-degree oven. Took the macaroni out. So yeah, I'm getting there. Now I'm still doing it. I just added some flour. In a minute, I'm just going to add the remaining stock. Hopefully I get a nice flavorful big gravy. So I'm making the gravy right now. And I'll show how I do that in my next video. Next time I make turkey or whatever. I don't know. So I've added my stock. I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes and I am done for the night. That's it. Okay, so anyway, the gravy is done. I'm pouring it in. Oh, I should have made more, but it doesn't matter because I still have. So you see, I have so much like stock left over. I only used 2 cups, and this is just like, you know, the drippings over here from the turkey. And again, the gravy, that's the dripping. So I'll set that aside just in case I need to make more. I'm finished rice, peach cobbler, the turkey. It came out really good. Candy M's, gravy, baked mac and cheese, beefaroni, cake, collard greens, gravy I made from the drink. And I'm all done. There's some beefaroni too, but I didn't even put that on. But that's it. I'm all done. Peach cobbler, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, turkey, rice, and I have some